Namaste, my beautiful queens, my gorgeous goddesses. Today I want to do a 7-card reading about this one man, and it can be any man who you had known a long time ago or recently. The bottom line is you are not living in the same home with this man. Otherwise, that's not the readings for that, because sometimes women who are already in relationship, already in a committed relationship, they like to watch the readings like this to see what the partner is still feeling, what he wants, to get into him. And even I have my very long time subscribers who are happily married for even 25 years. They just like to see what is there going on in their thoughts, in their maybe they some women are in marriages with men who are very reserved, and you need to guess what's going on in his mind or his heart. So they still watch my readings, and they love and enjoy watching such readings. If you are married for many years or not that many years, this is not the reading for you, but you still can watch it if you are married. But that was someone who is not with you right now. The bottom line, this man is not with you right now, but you knew each other. I'm not gonna go into what circumstances had been there, why you not together, or you were together and you're not together anymore, what came in between you, life, distances, customs, something else, families. We will not go into it. The bottom line, we will look into this one man, even if you knew him 40 years ago. This one particular man which had been in your life, but he is not in your life right now, but you want to know, you would like to know, you somehow wish you could know. Does he remember you? Does he still think of you sometime? Does he feel something to you now, even if 80 years pass by? Well, I'm exaggerating. What's going on in his love life? Is he happy? If he got married, is he happy? Maybe he's alone. Maybe you don't know nothing about him. Maybe you haven't heard from him for 20 years. Does not matter, whatever situation, but the bottom line, you knew this man and you want to know what is going on in his life and about you, what he thinks. Does he remember you? Does he think of you? His feelings, his love life without you, and would he want to start all over? Would he want to have this chance with you again, even if it was, I don't know, 2 years ago, 22 years ago? Would he want to start all over again? Will he try to start something again, or to find you maybe through social media in a given period of time, let's see 1 year, and advice to you? So such a spread we are going to do on this one man who once was in your life, whatever circumstances are, but he is not in your life. Let's see what is there. Asking the spirits of fire, spirits of earth, spirits of air, spirits of water, the guides, the keepers, the divine, to give us the answers to our questions to my forehead, to my mouth, to my heart, as I already said. This is the spread. That's not pick up the card. So remembering you. Let's put 2 cards to each position. Remembering you, thinking of you. Is he still remembering you? Does he still remember you? Do you remember the time? And what? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Circumstances came, right? Queen of Cups, of course he remembers you right away. The first card gave us the answer of him remembering you, and what exactly he remembers of you. And is he thinking of you? Yes, he's thinking of you. And how he remembers you? Of course, he remembers you as the Queen of Cups. Doesn't matter if you are Queen of Wands. That someone probably you could have been very young, maybe for some of you, but someone who is in contact with her own soul. It's a woman who is a soul. If we can say she is not a human being, she is the soul. This is how he is thinking of you. He is remembering you. Someone who always followed her inner core, someone who is mystical, someone who is full of mystery, someone who is full of this unexplainable puzzles. But at the same time, next to you, it was such a feeling of peace, and you could stop and you could tell him, just look up there in the sky, look at the stars. And do you often look at the stars? Someone who is so deep, but at the same time someone who can say what she thinks and say what she feels. Someone also who can have, who is like he was thinking you are a little bit a dreamer, you know, that you are not in connection with physical world. Someone who is out there, but at the same time with the ability to see through things. Someone who can sense, someone who can feel. So of course, for a man, especially if you probably had a type of a man more of the swords, it could have been uncomfortable here, because he could have had moments and he didn't know what to do with you. But at the same time, it's such a warm feeling. Like next to you, he felt on another, like on a cloud, in another world, calm, and like a touch of calming and soothing energy, and someone who can make him ask himself different type of questions, the warmth, the happiness. The thing is that I could tell you, for a Queen of Cups, I could speak about 3 more hours, but you were not afraid of showing your feelings, and to him it was so incredible, so hard to imagine. You could love this thing, unconditional love. You are someone who simply can do it without being explained how to do it. But at the same time, you see, it's a queen. A queen does not throw herself to the feet of a man. She knows how to stand up for herself. She's not afraid to open heart and show a love, and she's very attentive to a man she loves. But at the same time, if she is treated wrong, she is gonna go away. But never, I don't care how old is this man. Maybe he's 93 now. Again, I'm exaggerating. It doesn't matter. But the thing is that since he knew you, he caught himself thinking that he never met no one even somewhat similar to you. And somehow I believe there is distance between you, because Two of Wands is a distance, and unfortunately it's what we have, we don't unfortunately value enough, and what we lose, then time passes by and we realize what we had. Now, of course, the two of Wands show us here the man who has one, and he has another wise man, or probably a magician, who is reading him a text, and he is listening, so he giving him some advices. So because this deck is more of the oracle type, we can say that he talks, or he did talk, or does talk about you with someone who is, it's not a family member, but maybe if he goes, if he's a religious man, I mean, if he goes to, or he's into esoteric, it's very possible, because he has all the symbols of the wise man. He talks to someone about you, because he gets overwhelmed with the thoughts about you, and all the feelings the thought about you cause to him. So he goes and he talks to someone about you, and he tells him that maybe there were, because we could look into this only this one position, that there are lots of things, because the thing is that when he had a chance to build something with you, he was not motivated enough. His heart was not into that. His heart didn't understand fully what he was dealing with. And now the thing is that you are not together, and he probably is thinking that you forgot all about him, that, you know, definitely you are not sitting alone dreaming about him again. You are not with this man. Maybe he thinks you are married happily with someone, because the Queen of Cups, as the Queen of Pentacles, always talk about married woman, and right here you see her turning away from him. And he talks about someone, so he tries to keep on neutral. He tries to kind of hold himself in neutral position, kind of listen, you know, you had this chance, you didn't use this chance, but unfortunately his thoughts about you are contradicting. One day he thinks, you know, what if I could have, I would have, but I should have, but I didn't. And another day it's probably for better. She could never be happy with me. She needed someone more open, more emotional, more like herself, like that. So of course I could be talking and talking and talking and talking, you know me. So this is him. Is he remembering you? Is he thinking about you? What is he thinking now? We're gonna take next two cards and look into the feelings. Are there any feelings in him left? Let me drink a little bit. Or what are the feelings? Maybe the feelings came in years, because I have lately got so many men. Oh, how sad. Oh, how sad. How very sad. How very, very, very sad. What are we having here is a Seven of Cups. We see a man. So sad. We see a man who sits in, we can see it's a club or it's a bar. We see very beautiful women here. One is dancing with those fires and one is also dancing, but he sits right here very sad and very very stressed and just gloomy. And you see all these cups, he already drank 7 of cups. Unfortunately, for some of your guys, my beautiful queens, we are having some issues with alcohol here, and the reason for that is unfortunately you. And why? Feelings, dreaming of you is the only thing he has right now, because when he could, he probably, I already explained you this card, it's not the first time. Actually, yesterday we had this same card. There was a castle, and in order to be with you, he had to leave something behind. And being honest with you, it could be so many things, tons of things, because Six of Swords has one nickname. That nickname is escape. Running away, escaping, or leaving something behind, leaving one bank of the river in order to find the other. But he didn't leave. See, this is an oracle, it's a different oracle. He didn't leave. And next to this card, what is happening here, you don't even have to be a tarot reader. Drinking, not seeing any women around himself, this drinking as trying to escape from his own self, because in the past he could have made it possible between two of you, but it could be so many things. He did not leave some. In order to be with you, he had to leave something. Whatever it was, it could be marriage, family choices, castle, social stuff. It could be, or just his own ego. But right here we see him in the middle. He did not choose you, not because he didn't want you, not because he didn't love you, but because he did not make this choice because of something else, which right now at the moment of us speaking, unfortunately, does not even make that good of an excuse. We're seeing a man who is drinking. He is lost, L-O-S-T, lost. He does not know what he wants. The man is not poor, pretty sure of that. Look at him sitting at this table. More and more I start to get so much in love with this deck. Sitting alone, he can choose any woman. Right there, those women behind him. But he does not even know what he wants anymore. He doesn't know what his goal, where he is going. He can only drink, but only even if he's dreaming of you, it hurts. It brings back memories of what he could have, should have, would have, but haven't. Inner conflict. Him trying constantly to get away from himself. The memories all alone in the moonlight. I must wait for a new life, and I mustn't give in. That's it. Memories. So I must say it's very sad. Two of those cards are very sad. Unfortunately, the feelings he still have bring him a lot of pain. Some of your guys really try to drink. This is obvious. They try to drink with alcohol, try to forget, but alcohol unfortunately doesn't help. It actually increases this sadness and longing deep inside. He took control in the past, and he thought back then he did the right thing, but in fact he did not do the right thing. So now he thinks that You are, you know, nice, and everything is fine in your life. You are your Queen of Cups. You are sitting with the book, especially if you like books like me. You are sitting with your books, surrounded with flowers, and he's sitting here drinking alone and thinking, well, maybe it's the right thing. She doesn't need one like me. She needs somebody else. She must be happy-dappy with somebody else. That's it. His love life without you, even though I don't see this guy having no love life. Maybe he has marriage. Unfortunately, I would never envy the guy who's sitting in 7 of Cups next to 6 of Swords, having drinks, having a wife. His love life. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Oh, poor man, another castle here. So we have a man with a castle. Look at this. Ace of Wands, 4 of Swords. Girls, you can't even imagine. You know, I feel deeply sorry for the guy. Ace of Wands is very interesting in this deck. Usually in a classical deck, it's up. Phallic symbol. So it's a spark. It's a spark of passion. In this deck, it's down next to it is 4 of Swords. Dead. None. Nothing. I don't know if he's married. The thing is, sometimes 4 of Wands can be a married man. Means that unfortunately these people sometimes live not just in the same house, but live in, even if they do live in the same house, 4 of Wands would show years without intimacy, unfortunately, years. It's people who simply live together, and we do have a castle here. We do have the same castle in 6 of Wands. I'm sorry, in 6 of Swords in here. Right there, that castle is. And we are having the same castle in here. He's looking at it. And turned away from Ace of Wands. The thing is that in such energies, Ace of Wands can't penetrate into the 4 of Swords, because in classical deck, the 4 of Swords look like a grave. Like when you look at the card, you think it's a tomb. It's a tomb of medieval times, night. You think that it's a tomb, but in fact he is sleeping. 4 of Swords, it's a sleeping knight, and 4 swords on the wall, 1 in his hand. In love life, unfortunately, just like the tomb of that medieval time night, nothing happens in that medieval time night love life. Absolutely nothing, because it's a similar card of a hermit. If this man is married, unfortunately, years of non-intimacy, and probably with zero even hope, because unfortunately when I have clients who are with husbands who, you know, they are married and they didn't have intimacy for, let's say, months or a year or even couple of years, and they come to me and we see, is he unfaithful to me? We look at the cards, and no, there are no lovers. He is faithful. He is not having any affair. He doesn't have any intentions to leave the marriage. He will stay in the marriage. He will do his duties. But unfortunately, simply the feelings, all romantic feelings are over, and now there is the emperor who will stay on his throne, taking care of his family, taking care of his little empire. But intimacy in 4 of Swords, there is nothing you can do, because there is not even a hope. Right here, we see in his love life that he is a beautiful man, I believe. I believe he is rather attractive man, and sparks of chemistry. I mean, he has constantly the chances, and we saw it here. We saw this man, and there are gorgeous, beautiful women with him, so he could have it, but we see him turned away from this card towards that castle he probably left. Finally, there is no bridge, and these swords are in front of him. Nothing, unfortunately, happening in his love life, and he doesn't even want nothing. He doesn't even, at the position he's right now, he can't even think of it. He's very down, you know, being honest with you. I feel sorry for a man. He should, I don't know, do something about it, because it's a sadness, depression. It's like, I am dead. I am dead. I am not dead physically, but I am dead because I could, you know, once upon a time I met this princess. I didn't do nothing about it. I didn't do it, and now, you know, and now I'm having I have everything I was afraid to lose. I still have it, but I don't feel happy about it. Would he want to come back, get another chance? Would he want it? Is such desire in him? Would he want it? Unfortunately, Four of Swords is a card of karma. He is paying his karma. Would he want that? Nine of Swords, no, he is terrified to even think about it. My goodness. You see, Page of Wands, he would want it, but you see, just like this man is with his gun towards this beast, and right here we're having such an incredible... Girls, I don't know, this man needs help, but this man needs a psychologist, I swear. You see, the Page of Wands, of course, he would want the chance, because this is exactly what it is, a chance. But right here, you are this man, and he is this beast. So he thinks that if he even try, you have all the rights after what he had done or hadn't done, you know, to do this to him, to put a gun to his head and say, why the heck, what are you talking about? But at the same time, we have, look at this card, it's incredible, Nine of Swords. You see this ship, the mirage. You are his mirage, and he can't sleep at night, and he's standing on his knees with his hands up, looking at that mirage, and terrified that this mirage is gonna disappear. My goodness, girls, it's such a... It's like he would want... it seems like this man would die for you, would want to be with you, but would not do it. Not at all. A billion reasons he'd find himself not to do it, including you must be happy-dappy and deserving better. But at the same time, the mirage, the thoughts, the dreams about you, if this dream disappears, he's left alone in darkness. What a reading, girls. What unexpected, absolutely unexpected reading. If you disappear, and he worries about you, he's I would say, if he's a religious man, he prays for you. He prays so you would be happy, you would be protected. Because there is some mirror, it reminds me my own story, though. You are there with him, just like this ship, but not there with him. how to explain it to you. In his, it's the connection of the spirits of the souls, and it's torturing for him because he has a lot of swords. It's a very logical man, even the cold, you can say even a cold, tough man, emperor type, king of swords type. So in reality, in 3D dimension, he would not want to do it. Plus, he even, you know, even if he thinks to do it, he thinks that you have all the right to do this. Like, you know, you take him as a beast. Like, well, what the hell you want now from me? So you are not there with him. But at the same time, you are there. And if you disappear, so I believe he watches over you. He knows about your life. I don't think he knows nothing about you, being honest with you, because there is this mirage, there is this ship. So probably he knows about you from friends of friends of friends. Probably he knows about you from your social media. He watches you over from afar. But so he must know you are there. Because if you disappear completely from his radars, like he knows nothing about it, it would be him being left in total darkness with no hope. To him, this whole story about you, you are this, unfortunately, how to say, heartless passion. But not heartless because you are heartless, no, because this passion he has towards you, and all these feelings and all this billions of sensations and emotions, it doesn't let him be in peace. It's like a thorn which you can't pull out. But at the same time, if you disappear, everything loses sense for him. He wouldn't be able to keep on going. Very lonely. It's a card of loneliness. He's very lonely. He's very, look, I want to show you all the cards. A lone man. Alone. Talking to someone about you. Alone. Alone and alone on his bridge, and the only woman in the whole spread is you. Very unexpected, very deep spread. I hope you got some of your answers. I am in a little shock now, but these are the information we received. Namaste.